Hello, this is Nick995. For this video, I just want to talk about the Expanse season two. Season season two came out back 20, I believe it was 2016. This is the this season two. Like if you read the books, season two kind of takes place during book one, some of season two, but then like there's like a split. So the pacing like, is a bit different from the books. Like if you read book one. But season two basically goes more into the proto molecule. The proto molecule, an example, it's like this stuff right here, like that kind of blue neuron or tendrils here, the light blue. Yeah, so like I said, like in the other video, they infect organic material, and then they can take over, consciousness and all that. And then there's a lot of spiritual hallucinations associated like with it. It's weird. It's weird. But in season two, like you really, like really goes more into the Martians and their military structure and how and like their war like with Earth, and then like you really get to see the like you really like it's mostly told through Bobby Draper, which is like this one military general, no, a military soldier for Mars, and then like there are like she's on like she's in this group of four, and then like she has to they go around doing training missions. They walk around in high gravity and all that, so they're used to high gravity environments. But like yeah, they're basically preparing for a war like with Earth. But like, you really see that okay, it's more than that. It's a lot more than war between Earth and Mars. It's more about somebody, there's somebody behind the scenes kind of manipulating this, like through the protomolecule. They use the protomolecule. Like I said, like in the other video, some will use the protomolecule to start war or whatever, or because eventually people they're gonna wanna weaponize this, and with power there's greed, and whenever like there's a new weapon or technology, or somebody out there's gonna wanna weaponize it. So like yeah, you really get to start to see the like the true like the true side effects like, of the war, like the bad effects of the war. You know there's even like this one thing where the proto molecule, it takes over this one. I don't want never mind, I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to say like any spoilers. But it takes over this big piece, this big chunk of an area, and then yeah, so it can basically kind of control certain, like it has a control over like that area. Like in Protogen, which is like the main company, like involved in protomolecular research. They're like the main ones doing like the infecting like of people. They did infect people like on Arrows, which is this station way out like in the belt, and then Belters. Because of that, no, like Belters all over the system. They're blaming the Earthers or and Martians for infecting like their system. They think that Earth did it purposely, but Protogen, like as you see, Protogen, the company, they kind of come from Earth. Like they're like a very wealthy company, and then you kind of see that through Jules Pierre Mao, which is this Earther. He's kind of like this old Japanese guy, but he's like he's a scientist. He's a businessman, a rich businessman, and then through him there's the corruption. Then what he's not really fully on board with it, but like he kind of like he's kind of he's one like of the branches of Protogen, and then they completely do work with like with the proto molecule. Like even meet scientists. The scientists like they're so like their sole purpose is to figure out how can they control the proto molecule, and how can they like kind of because they feel that the proto molecule is the next step to human evolution, where humans can actually live in space, like actual space, like where there's no oxygen, and You can live through kind of like this proto-molecular spirit. Again, like these aren't the actual terms. The proto-molecular spirit is just kind of like a way to describe it, because there's some things aren't really clear. No, there's not specific names for the proto-molecule powers, but yeah, they feel like this is the next step to human evolution, and through the main characters, James Holden, like the main guys are, the group of four that I said like in the other video. If you guys go back to the other video, you can see the characters: Holden, Amos, Alex, and Naomi, and as well as Miller. Miller is like a cop on like in the belt. They kind of see the effects of the proto molecule firsthand, and then like Holden, like like he'll stop at nothing to stop the spread of this infection. Yeah, but it's very very good. It's a very good. You can tell they're really dedicated to stop this. Well, along with that, there's a political drama. There's corruption too within the belt. Uh, there's a disagreement, because there's this one guy, Fred Johnson, who's like in the belt, in way out like in the belt, like in the outer planet regions, and then there's a sector of the belt they call the OPA, the Outer Planet Alliances. So the OPA they're basically like like this big company, like in the belt, but they're kind of Earth, it's controlled by Earth. So belters are kind of, but they hire belters too. They hire belters to, work for them. And then through that, the OPA kind of hires people to do like all sorts of things. Like they'll, gather intel or resources. They build things, engineers, computer scientists, biologists. Uh, Yeah, but like there's a political corruption, and then the guy in charge of it, as of season 2, is a Earther, Fred Johnson, and then the Belchers question him, and then there's a lot of things like, who do you trust? Can you really trust this person? And James Holden doesn't know if he can trust Fred Johnson. There's a lot of things. There's like yeah, it's just like a lot of a mistrust, and then Miller is kind of in this one. Miller's like a cop, like from season 1, where like he experiences firsthand the proto molecule, and he was looking for someone in season 1, but the Miller, the proto molecule, I believe, yeah, it did kill somebody that he was looking for, and then because of that, like he's kind of not the same, and he kind of has PTSD because of it in a way. So they really get to see the side effects. But yeah, this is basically season 2. And in season 2, you get to see a lot more of Earth. A lot more of Earth. It's very populated. No, it's mostly through the political buildings, like like for example, their parliament or like their White House, like it's from their perspective. They did like a very good job with this season. This is probably my favorite season. Anyways, guys, please like, subscribe, share the video. Thank